All right, we're up in FL Studio. Let's go to like, let's make this like 167 BPM. Let's pull up natural minor scale, C minor natural, leave it on there. We can transpose it later if we want to. Nah, let's transpose it now. So let's go to like, let's go to F. We'll write an F for just no reason, just because. And let's pull up, let's start out. I've been doing these, like I said, I've been making a couple of these. I've been really liking the sound of them, mixing this amp guitar. Like I said, I just have this free amp guitar. So amp guitar M Lite, it's free. And then we're gonna mix it with amp guitar LP, which is paid for, and mix it with some like one shots and stuff, and like we'll see what we get. But start writing some kind of a chord progression. I want the acoustic guitar to be mostly just like a chord progression, maybe a few accenting notes, and then we're gonna add in that the other one's gonna be more top line. If that's where we're in the scale. And I love this because you can go up here and go. So trying to rearrange this first chord that we use, just kind of bring it down, just kind of like, so it's the same chord, but just kind of going with the melody down. That's a little bit more busy than I wanted, but like, I don't know, I felt that, like, fuck, we're making a bunch of these melodies, let's run with it. So the first half, we'll just go bum, bum, bum. Let's see how this is at like a lower BPM maybe. Even just down to 162, I think even sounds a bit better. Let's try quickly getting like a little bass in there maybe. whenever I put in these basses, I usually like cut out most of the low end because I want it to be an 808. I want just to be like the high register like of the bass like in there with the melody while the, like all the drums and 808 are in there. Fuck it, just something simple like that. Doesn't have to be anything too crazy. It's gonna be super subtle in there anyway. Go in, let's grab that Ample Guitar LP now. We're gonna get just a bit more of an overdrive feel, so I'm gonna go into these defaults. Let's grab just a random one of these clean rhythms. We'll go clean rhythm bridge, don't cry. Let's just see how this sounds. Nothing crazy, just kind of accenting that, just adding in some flavor to it. That's crazy. All right, let's just try something. This might not sound good. So I've had this this Omnisphere flute I've been fucking with for the past like few days on a lot of these beats. So let's just see if it's been mixing well with these kind of beats. So let's just see if it adds the same kind of vibe that I'm hoping. I just kind of want something just like some like long like emotional notes over the top. So I've just been going in here. I just like search flute, and I found at the bottom here this one called Tron Flute Granulation. It's kind of like got some dirty and some extra shit. Alright, there it is, but maybe up an octave? No. Just subtle in the background, just, you know, to add some layers. Very subtle back there. And let's even add in one more arcade. Instead of distant voices, let's go into hooked. Alright, that might be fire right there. Let's try one last thing. If these sound good and if they're even necessary. Otherwise, we're just getting like kind of busy around some accents after this too. I oftentimes put this one just like on the start. They're like, psh. And then my favorite, so whenever I do these, this is like what I've been doing. I like to like stereo separate them. I get to go in here. I make a big ass reverb, lots of wet. And then I also put on a delay. I like to put on like 6 ping pong extra wide. And then I go in and I cut out a ton of the frequencies. So just like adding some noise back there. Let's go and grab a texture. That in there. So that and just all these random noises. Alright, I guess at this point we should probably just arrange this out and bounce it and be done with it. So usually I know a lot of people start with like the main part of the melody, like the full melody at the start, but I don't really like to do that because then you just have like a dry start into it. I like to build up into it because like I would normally probably build up into the chorus anyways. Like that's kind of my thoughts. So like the beginning of my samples might sound boring, but like I just put the exciting part at the end because I just feel like that makes more sense when like just the implications of when you have so much echo and like reverb and things on samples and that's not on the actual like song because you bounce it out. Obviously it gets to the end and then obviously like the beginning's somewhat dry coming in, but then other parts of it sometimes there'll be like the reverb, like the wet reverb, so like going through to the next section from an instrument that falls out or something. So it can get complicated. So that's why I like to build up into it. So that's my thought process. And I guess we'll add in that flute. Let's maybe try without that top now. Alright, last thing I want to do before we bounce it, let's go add an RC20 on here just for some very subtle stuff. Let's just go to like the initializer one. Let's just add in maybe the ever so slightest noise. Tiny bit of distortion. Bring the tone up on this. Widen it. Pretty damn fucking fire if I do say so myself. So let's grab it, hit this dot down here, Alt R, bounce that shit. And yeah, that is the melody for the day. I'll throw that in the Dropbox. That'll be in the description below. There'll be a shared link. It'll bring you to that Dropbox that we've been growing all month. There'll probably be at least like 10 loops, samples, whatever in there for free. And then, like I said, February 1st, I plan on dropping a giant ass sample pack. Pretty much just everything I've been doing, going crazy, sitting up here and cranking out loops all fucking January. So appreciate y'all. It's Music Nick, episode 164 of the Cook Up series. Comment, like, subscribe. I call it empty just because, like, you know, it's hard not to feel a little empty these days. It's just been fucked up. So empty 162. We'll put guitar. So yeah, man, it's Music Nick. Until next time, I'm out of here. Peace.